are here for the first round of the quarterfinals. We have NGC versus UC. For those of you that do not know my voice, but I'm sure you do, seeing as I seem to be here a lot lately, I'm Major, and we are joined by a very special guest. He's usually the eye in the sky, but we're really happy to have him here. The best jungler in TES history, the one guy who can maybe hit Jarvan Smite about 20% of the time, 420. How you doing today?
Doing great. Only one of those things was true.
Well, we're happy to be here today. So everybody knows we are in pick and bans. We were a little slow getting things started. 420 is trying to do multiple jobs at once. On the side of NGC, we've banned Garen, Kled, and Warwick. On the side of UC, we have banned Vigar Orianna. Seems to be very differing opinions on who they're worried about in this draft. Obviously, NGC is trying to ban a lot of top laners, and UC is punishing the mid lane. Interesting to see where they go with this. Wukong makes it through bans, instantly gets first pick. Somebody messed up their draft there.
Yep.
Interesting to see if they match with Ornn. Ornn's also quite strong right now. Does lane well into Wukong. Personally,
I feel like those two champions are your champions that you can first pick confidently. I feel like Wukong's still really, really strong. Ornn has got a few nerfs, but still, like, once he hits 13, 14, 15, the economy that he gives to his team is just still really broken.
Also, I will throw it out there. Renekton is still hyper OP this patch. Throwing that out there. Does absolutely ghetto stomp Wukong in lane.
Yep, anything with Bork is pretty good still. And yeah, that is it's still Renekton. You think early game dominant lane champion. So yeah, I would.
We do have a Maokai and a Zac first pick. Interesting and greedy draft. With Poppy still up.
How do you feel about Maokai top into Wukong?
I wonder if that's Maokai support.
Oh,
Sammy
you're right.
Clap has been very high on Maokai support.
I did not think about that.
I think Maokai support's a decent pick. I think it doesn't make any sense if you're playing if Nautilus and Leona are both up. So far, I really don't like UC's draft. I think they're gimping themselves really hard. I think picking Zac when Poppy's still up is extremely greedy. But hopefully maybe NGC doesn't pay attention to it and doesn't just pick make the Zac's life hell. I guess we'll find out in a couple of seconds.
I'm pretty sure their jungler for Not Greedy Corp plays Zac, so I think it's kind of like trying to take it away from their jungler. That can sometimes that doesn't work in your favor though. You're outsmarting yourself. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's something that they just kind of we're just gonna take this away from the other jungler. But there's a lot other better choices up right now.
Right, and maybe, that could be Zac top lane with Conqueror and Maokai support. Like, we have seen it. I have not seen Dempsey play it. I have not seen it in his OP.GG. I play with Dempsey a lot. Ezreal Yuumi. If that isn't the biggest
non-interactive lane,
best bot lane you could possibly get, they should just match it with Morgana Sivir and just, not care. And both bot lanes could just hang out.
Directed camera will never go to the bot lane.
They're gonna pick Ashe. I'm assuming that's Ashe Maokai bot lane. I'm gonna put money on that's Maokai bot lane just because of the fact that I know Sammy 2-slap so well.
Yeah.
I still think Sammy's being greedy because Sammy should just play Nautilus here. But what do I know?
I mean, I feel like Maokai's really good if they're playing some type of support that wants to like kind of sit in the bush, do a little camping, like Blitzcrank or Set or Thresh or something like that, or Pike. But it's a Yuumi Ezreal, like they shouldn't really be walking over towards the bush where Maokai can kind of abuse the lane by putting his plants in the bush, do a lot of damage. So yeah, I would like to see that flex top and then some other type of support being brought in here.
That is probably Wukong top, but UC really has to be scared here. If that's Wukong jungle and they play Poppy top, like, I feel like UC's comp is actually fucked. The Victor ban makes a lot of sense. Demandus is the life and soul of UC. It is Demandus' best champion. Something he can hyperskill. Interesting to see what they ban here. Maybe another jungler. They have to be careful with just banning junglers, though, because that's a good chance that could be Wukong jungle. Set's still up, which is also a good ban here.
Ignorant thralls.
And they banned Diana.
It isn't
That
Dempsey's wheelhouse. He
literally
can't play
doesn't
set.
make any sense.
I think that's more just because, like you said earlier, they know they're playing through their mid lane. Like, just get that assassin out of the game. Like, having played against Demandis, he's gonna play something that's more safe in lane. Kind of likes to farm it up, get this like mid game power spike, and then influence the game.
We have gained a special guest referee. Hello, Corky. How was your day?
Have you
All right.
started?
Yeah, we're already started. It's 8:10.
You are in stream. Hello.
Yeah, hello. We have gained our special guest referee tonight. She came in with a steel chair, the great Corky. WWE reference. Get it? Wrestling.
Nice.
I get it.
I fight for a brighter tomorrow.
If you
I
already
see a
started, I
Jace
can.
pick up here for Dempsey, I believe.
Yeah, greedy. Really greedy here. For UC. Dempsey's Jace is extremely good. He's very good on Jace. The biggest problem I have with Jace is that it takes a lot of team coordination to play around it. And UC has lost the last 4 matches in a row, maybe 3. So I feel like momentum's really not on their side. I would have much preferred an easier comp to play. Interesting to see what they rounded out with, though. Yeah, I assumed NGC was going to play Malzahar. NGC's mid laner really likes Malzahar. Yeah, we have special guests tonight. We're fancy.
Fun.
Orin makes it all the way through to the last pick. And once again, like I was saying, no, it's Wukong jungle.
Yep,
Exactly what I was saying when they're throwing bans at the jungler. That is a flex pick that very much could be Wukong jungle. UC just got bamboozled.
Yeah, they get both, in my opinion, top priority picks, Ornn and Wukong. Like, maybe you could throw Set in there as a third.
This'll be a blast.
You have
And
Ziggs
we
mid.
play.
Okay, I'm in.
So what? Okay, so the Ziggs is interesting because what they're UC's trying to do is they're trying to play poke,
Okay, let's see.
which is fine, but I don't understand the concept. Like, poke comps can work. I don't think they work in our elo. And for 2, Orin doesn't really care about your poke. Malzahar has Spell Shield, and they have this champion called Yuumi, which kind of counters everything you're trying to do with your poke. They do have pretty good pick. The other thing that doesn't make any sense with the poke comp that confuses me a little bit is, like, why do you have Zac and Maokai? Like, if you're playing poke, why aren't you just playing Morgana or Janna?
So wait, is Maokai supposed to be mid then, and Zac jungle?
It's Zac's jungle, Maokai support.
I mean, the Maokai, I guess.
Yeah, that's a little. This draft is fancy by UC. I'll give it some credit for, like, I'll give you points for its fancy. But
Oh, you fancy now.
Zac wants to dive. Maokai can dive or peel. And I understand the Maokai pick from, like, a peeling perspective, but, like, the Zac, like, you banned Gragas. If that Zac was Gragas, I would like this comp a lot better. What do you think, guys?
Yeah. I mean, I get the Maokai can kind of set some things up as far as poke if they like walk towards a bush and he has plants in there. It's like an opportunity for them to layer down some poke. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Zac pick. If you're going pick comp and you have a Zac that just wants to go all in, it's kind of disjointed. Like, he's gonna dive in and use a bunch of poke around him. It's like, yeah, I would rather see, like you said, a Gragas or something that has a disengage point.
Karthus jungle, I think, would have been better here.
That would have been really good. Yeah, you're right. Just poke him down, get him really low, and then just hit Karthazar.
Yeah, like I think the Zack's really disjointed. Like the Maokai, I can understand where the Maokai makes sense. I really do get it because the Maokai at least can peel. Personally, I would have preferred like a Janna or a Morgana. Personal preference. But the Zack just literally makes no sense in the comp. Also, they're playing poke comp against Yumi, Malzahar, Orin, which in my personal opinion doesn't make a lot of sense. And NGC's comp can literally engage on you whenever they want. Orin ult into Wukong dash R, and you have Malzahar pick for if the Zack tries to jump in. I just really kind of feel like UC drafted into NGC's wheelhouse. I could be wrong. Obviously.
I mean, yeah, I think their comp's a little bit easier to execute. I think you're right. NGC is. It'd be interesting to see like how UC Unknown Challengers operates the early game. Like, are they able to get some type of focus on the bot lane?
Like they have if this is a pick comp, I guess. If you think about it from a pick comp perspective, my problem is who are you picking? Like Malzahar has Spell Shield, so you have to he has to really be out of position to pick him. Orin's Orin. You're never picking Ezreal Yumi. Like if you pick Ezreal Yumi, that's legitimately the AD carry's fault. Like maybe you pick the Wukong, maybe, but you got to think late game. The Yumi's just gonna be on top of the Wukong. I don't know. I think this is an interesting comp. To be honest, Twitch chat, I'm trying to sound unbiased, but both these comps are terrible. I do like NGC's comps better. I think it's easier to play. Anything to add, Corky?
I just want to see who has a prettier skin. What the hell?
All right, what is going on? Let's
having some issues with the client, everyone. We apologize. Trying to get the game started here. That's why we're still up on the draft screen. Not quite sure. Looks like
custom lobbies have been bugged for a while. It feels like.
I'm about to go get me some cookies.
Yeah, get some cookies.
Cookies. I ate 2 tacos for dinner. They were on warm tortillas. Tacos on a warm tortilla.
That's my big thing too. Is I feel like NGC gave up a lot. Like they gave up Yumi, who I think is really strong this patch. They gave up Wukong, who obviously is really strong this patch, and they gave up Orin.
Yeah, I think you're looking at pure just champion selection power. They have Orin, they have Wukong. Like you said, that Yumi's really strong right now. Malzahar is just gonna sit mid lane, just farm, and they really have the potential to get a pick as well with the Malzahar. So
I think
very mobile.
He's a better laner than Malzahar because he does counter it because he just destroys.
Yeah, eventually you will be able to outpush. I mean, we both have kind of two mid laners are doing basically the same thing. Have decent wave clear once they hit post 6.
Yeah, they just gave up a lot. If I had, like I said, if I had to pick, especially in the elo that the tournament's in, silver gold elo, I just really like NGC's comp better. I think it's easier to play. They have more busted champions. That's just my personal opinion. We'll see though. I'm excited to see the game. I don't want to flame drafts too hard or disagree. Obviously, we're patiently waiting to get back in the lobby. And we have nothing else to talk about.
I like tacos on a warm tortilla.
Yep, I had tacos today, and they were delicious. Corky made tacos last night. Everyone should be very.
So we're going to talk about favorite taco stuffings. Go. Are you a
sour cream
guacamole fan?
You know what? Also, I would have liked to see here. Now that I think about it, Demandus Azir.
Oh yeah, that would be That would give them a late game
It also counters Malzahar in the same sense that Ziggs does because it just kills his voidlings pretty easily, and you can constantly poke. The poke's actually easier to hit, in my opinion, than Ziggs is. And I know Demandus' Azir is really good, and I feel like it would give them late game insurance because as of right now, looking at this comp, Alessa the Ashe has a really good game, which I don't try to flame when I'm here. But UC's AD carry has not had the best of seasons. I don't understand who kills the Orin with the Yumi on top of it.
I mean, yeah, just disregarding how bot lane goes, I think Jace has a potential. If he gets a couple early game kills, like his poke can just become very, very oppressive. I know Dimandus is really, really good on Ziggs. We played against it before. Like, I know he's able to pilot that champion really well. So we'll see, like, how it comes mid game. If they have a lead and they get to mid game, maybe
If
they
this
have
game,
the poke
this
damage.
game goes
to just take
late.
them out.
If this game goes late, UC just loses.
Yeah, I think if it's even and it gets to mid late game, then yeah, there's the Ornn items with the Ezreal just kind of scaling. The Wukong's damage is going to scale. Like Yuumi healing just gets really, really broken once she gets past level 11.
Yeah, like I just don't understand how they're gonna have enough consistent damage to kill the Ornn with the Yuumi on top of him. That's just my personal opinion, though. What do I know? I'm a silver support main. What do I know, guys?
Again, we apologize. We are still waiting for the lobby to start here. We're having some issues when we were trying to start up the game. Some of the players couldn't pick champions, so trying to get that sorted, hopefully.
Jeez, Major.
And we are 20 minutes behind schedule already.
Okay, well, you know what? The first part was not anybody's fault. People were dying. Client was dying.
We definitely do not AFK while we're just relogging while client.
What a meme.
All right, hopefully we get this going because me and 420 do not have all night. So
What do you have? You don't got a date. We're in quarantine.
that is true. Hopefully that was be the only problem. Hopefully.
Sammy says there shouldn't be any more probablys anymore.
I think he meant problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probablys.
Major does want to play Fallout 76. No, Major, I think, has to play duo queue tonight, sadly. Excuse me while I, jump off a bridge.
I got 2 into Jack, too. I was actually winning.
Just trying
I
to
was
drag
why
me
you
back
really-
down to the depths of Silver 4 with him.
Hell yeah.
From 420, happy 420, everyone, by the way.
Oh yeah, 420's here on 420. So if you hear bubbles in the
I'm hanging
background,
out with you all.
if you hear bubbles in the background, that's Corky making a bubble bath. Okay, Twitch.
Yep.
We just wanted to know we're not breaking TOS. We just wanted you to know.
TOS?
Terms of service.
Terms of service? What'd I
Get it?
do?
Bubbles.
I get it.
It's 420.
I know, I get it.
Okay.
I have a vase
Yeah, I have a vase. He says.
with some flowers in it. Some beautiful flowers. Which comp are you talking about, Douglas?
I think he's talking about how rough the UC comp is. Like I said, I get what the UC comp's trying to do. I do not understand the Zach pick, but whatever. Oh my, you have to be kidding.
The third time is the charm, maybe?
You have to be kidding.
Seriously? What?
You literally are trolling. Somebody's trolling us.
Well, what happened to their 80 carry?
I was promised by
Exactly.
Sammy that there was going to be no more problems.
Probablys. He said no more probablys.
Oh, okay, no more probably. Well, that was a probably.
Mm-hmm. Apparently their client is still bugged. Like, they're still not getting it.
It's a different player now.
Yeah.
You see his curse. After we finish playing League of Clients here, hopefully we will have a game.
200 years later.
Yeah.
All right, please. Please.
Pray to the indie companies. God.
If this doesn't, we should have just streamed the other game. We're gonna start at the same time.
Yeah, we're getting close.
That's actually obnoxious.
Fear is the first of many foes.
All right, here we go. Fourth time.
All right. Fourth
Can
time's
we
the
get
charm.
loaded in?
Your commands tire me. Y'all want to was all yellow.
Throw
Oh,
back up the bracket here.
It feels nice that for once Twitch chat's agreeing with me on my opinion on the comps. Thank you, Twitch chat, for not making me feel like an idiot. I appreciate you guys.
what the hell,
My
people?
opinion has been validated.
My opinion has been validated by Twitch chat.
All right, I wanna grab my water, but I wanna see it break again.
Don't curse it.
Let's go. Come on, Demandus, it's all you. Did we get this far last time?
Yes, we got this far.
Ignorant thrall.
Hey, you can't kick me off.
I would
Oh,
like to
it's
think before I was not reading Twitch chat at first when we were discussing comps until afterward. I do not usually have Twitch chat up while I'm doing draft because I can't. You have to be fucking
Hey,
kidding me.
it's not UC this time. It's the other one. And it was like, apparently they were starting to pick really weird things. Both sides were. It was showing up like Misfortune and Kale and stuff like that. Like,
From what the
My
players are telling us, apparently when they are clicking on certain champions, it's picking other champions for them.
yeah. And it's on both sides now. Alright, I'm gonna go get my water.
Matt, do you want to just give me you want to just steal Game 2's tournament code and set up lobby again?
Yeah. I can grab more code blue.
All right. All right, we're having a really ton time. Matt, will you put the music back on stream for them? They can listen to that while we get things figured out, please. We'll be right back, Twitch chat. We apologize. All right.
We're back.
Twitch chat, it worked. I don't understand, but we're back, and we're so happy to be back. Excited to see you all. Obviously, we will have to move some things around. I didn't even have the team get in order because we just wanted to queue. So bear with us a little bit there. We are excited to play this game of League of Legends finally. You know how Riot is. Let's release 2 new games. Let's release TFT on mobile, but still, let's not fix our client. But that's besides the point. We're not going to flame Riot here. They get really upset if I flame them too hard. So, you know.
We are loading in. We do have a 3-minute delay, but we are loading in, everyone. Praise.
We are loading, and we are so excited to be loading.
Are we though?
I am.
Are we really loading in? No, we're on spectator delay. We are not loading in. Okay.
Validate
Refuse.
Major's opinion here on whose comp is better by who wins this game.
You know what? At this point, I'm just happy to see a game. I don't even care who wins
Corky's
anymore.
like, I don't even care at this point.
I
Y'all
agree
could
with
just
you.
like throw it, and
You
I'd
can
be
run it
like,
down
"Oh,
mid.
congrats!"
At least we have something for the stream.
Yeah, just do it. I don't even care. A-ram this crap. Let's do it.
Reminder, Corky did reach out today. If you do not have somebody hopefully streaming your game tonight,
Yo Digi is for me.
yeah, Digi streaming the Syndicate game. Make sure you let us know. Corky will figure it out. But ideally, we are going to not so much streamed as in you'll have casters, but streamed as in your game will be on you. I hope that's nice. It's something Corky is really trying to do for you guys. So I hope everyone. We always appreciate good old Corky.
How many games are going right now? 2 or 3?
It would be 2.
Okay, so this one and one more, right?
Correct.
All right, so I have both of them for today. Did we get both of them for yesterday? Was there 2 yesterday?
There was 2 yesterday, but no, the other game was an FF.
Yes, there's only one series yesterday, the stream one.
Okay. I will allow this.
Dude, Diddly Dongers makes it to semifinals.
Yeah, dude, Diddly Dongers in semis. And I'm
Wait,
pretty
who FF'd?
stop banning Graven. They decided they weren't going to get your feet picks, so they decided they didn't want to be in the league anymore. They FF.
Hey, I said I'd sell feet picks for some riot points.
Hey, we can't talk about that on stream, I don't think.
Why not?
TOS.
There ain't nothing wrong with some toe picks. That is not inappropriate.
Could not initialize graphics light. No, we cannot add another person to Shoutcast. Maybe we'll bring you up for your opinion in between games, though. That could be fun.
Who's asking this?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
So Rosina, hey guys, this poor man is hanging out in the lounge all by himself. Go hang out with him.
All right, bye.
Corky's drinking tonight, I think.
I am too.
Ooh, I
All right,
should,
let's
though.
go.
You know what? I still have 30 minutes of spectator delay. I could go drink.
We are
It's
going to need a
like-
lot of alcohol for next weekend and the weekend after.
Best of 5s, let's go. I swear, best of 5 start like this, I'm going to jump off a bridge.
At almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, like I cannot handle it. Excited to get this going. Hopefully everything works out.
Yeah, we apologize again for all the delays. We are, as you see on the screen, loading in here. Got about 30 more seconds on the stream delay.
I do enjoy 5-game series because we always enjoy playing Silver Scrapes. Matt's very excited to do it if it goes to game 5 next weekend, right, Matt?
Always.
All right, so we're loading in. Let's make sure we swap the scene so people can actually see. What skins do you like, Corky? Because we know that's the main reason you're here.
Let's look. Ah, Nottingham. Oh, that one's kind of cool. That one's kind of cool. Oh, Heart Seekers. Oh, I like World Breaker. Blah, 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 blah. Ash. Oh, look at it. They're both Heart Seekers. That's so cool.
So what's your favorite skin out of all these?
Honestly, actually, my favorite skin would probably Nottingham Ezreal.
That is a nice
He
skin.
he looks like Link. I think they did a really good job with it.
He does have nice vibes going on.
Yeah.
I like Thunder Lord Orin. I think that's a really nice looking skin. World Breaker Malzahar is pretty good too.
That's is my second, but I
Yeah.
like the fact that we have 2 Heart Seekers in here. That one's pretty cool.
Everybody can see the stream, correct, Mr. Eye in the Sky?
Yep, I do have to move some things around, so bear with me, everyone.
Reminder, we are pausing at 12 seconds. Don't forget to move your stuff around.
Hey, it's not me this time that has to do crap.
You are correct. Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah. All right, let's see here.
So we'll zoom out really far. Give you guys
Let me
more
see.
viewing angles.
We're paused at 8 seconds.
All right, well, we're just going to pause. All right.
The AD Curie on their team says that it cannot initialize the graphics card.
Oh, man. Oh, you know what? That's probably because I have Valorant up on another screen. I've had that issue. If you saw the Valorant client up, if they can hear me.
So are we all at 8 seconds? Because we could just keep going here. And we don't have to do that
We
at 12.
are at 8 seconds.
Well, we got to make sure we're at the same pause timer though.
My pause time is 29:22, 29:20, 29.
Mine's at 20. I just paused at 20.
18.
I'm gonna pause
17.
at 29:15.
Yeah, I don't think you can pause.
Oh, you can't pause. Can't even
No.
pause right now. Oh
That's
my
why
god.
That's why I said we're all at the same time, because it's
Also,
all
we
at the
should be
same
good.
pause.
Yeah.
Okay,
you
so
don't
we
need
should be good.
to. Yeah. You're good.
Yeah. So we don't even need to pause if we ever get back to gameplay, by the way. Hey, I can go for that wine
And
now.
if you're listening, 420 suggests if he has Valorant up, close Valorant because it does give you a problem.
Yes.
Yep. Sadly, we cannot fix Riot. But make sure you guys keep buying more skins because they don't want to fix the
Apparently,
client.
billions of dollars.
But you know
can't
that's
fix it either.
okay.
Billions of dollars can't fix it either. Having a rough time. They can't live stream their LCS games anymore. They need money.
Pull the tape. I want to see the final product.
UC is not 1-0.
I'm fixing it. Yep, that's what I was.
He's fixing it right now. It is the first game, Philly. It was just a mistake.
Hey, he is just predicting the future.
I am. No, that's a bad prediction.
I never said it was a good prediction. I just said you're predicting it.
This is scripted, so we already know who's gonna win.
A summoner has reconnected.
Holy smokes, I see a reconnection. No way.
Oh no.
Literally no way.
Oh no. I think something else is gonna break now.
Quiet, Corky.
Alright, that should be fixed now.
Thank you.
Pretty picture. I should go get some wine.
Yeah, we gave him a little slight advantage, a free victory.
UC is, they are right. UC's red side, NGC's blue side. Matt, your overlay's flip-flopped.
Alright.
420's fixing it. It is 420. His name is 420. I wouldn't expect the best broadcast.
Listen, I'm having to cast, set this up at the same time, do production.
I came in because I didn't think you would want to do production and cast at the same time.
Yeah,
so
we
I
already
was,
had it set up because
Yeah.
you weren't at time, so we didn't know what was going on.
Well, I'm sorry. I was playing Jack and Daxter.
Which, in retrospect, you were 20 minutes early if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you were
I knew what
technically
was up.
early.
So anyway, my tacos were delicious, but we do have to use up that lettuce.
True. Oh my! I'm seeing ours in chat. We're seeing ours in chat.
I'm not seeing chat.
Can we crop this part out of the stream?
On YouTube, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make sure we do that.
Yeah.
All right,
no.
play will resume in 1 second. At least all the beginning stuff because the 30 minutes is insane. Okay, so we're going. Hopefully, let's see if there's any shenanigans. Hopefully, none of the players fell asleep during all of this because
I
you
did.
could have fell asleep. We are back. It looks like UC is going to go 5-man strong. They do have a pretty strong level 1 with the Maokai, Ashe, and the Jace. Interesting to see if they do any shenanigans here.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Corrupting pot start on Ziggs is a little strange for me, but okay. Maybe they know something I don't know.
A
For
lot
those of you... shenanigans.
Ooh,
For those of you that don't know, Mr. The Perfect Build is streaming Valorant. He does not stream during TES-sponsored events. At least I hope he doesn't. But I do hope that all of you guys give him a follow. He does a great job, and he is probably the #1 Valorant like streamer in our Discord. So give him some love. We appreciate having him here. I always like to give staff a shout out because they do so much for us.
Yeah, I played them. He's really good. Dempsey's really good as well. The top player in this game. They're both very good.
But
Valorant
if you
players.
do not have him followed, please follow him. He's going to be putting together a lot of Valorant gameplay for us in the TES Discord. Valorant League?
Aren't they trying to do like a...
All right, there we go. Hopefully everything's settled now.
I will come subscribe to you after this game, Perfect, just because of everything you do for me.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Twitch Prime, feel free to use it on the Titan Esports channel. If you're feeling extra interested because your bank account got stimulated this week,
Yeah.
Perfect will always be interested in your subscriptions.
And if you're feeling extra, Kristen could always use a skin. Quirky can.
Corky is willing to sell her bathwater.
No,
Sell the
gross. I don't
bathwater.
take a bath. I only shower. But anyway. I was just thinking that Morgana,
The Coven Morgana skin.
yeah, that looks so nice.
Thank you so much for the subscription, Philly. We really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in my personal Twitch chat later on this week. As always, you're always fun to hang out with. Good trading topside. Wukong does get a gank off, does take the Ashe to half health. That is really going to ruin. Thank you, Perfect, for gifting 5 subs today in Twitch chat. We really appreciate it. Reminder, every sub that you give to the Titan Esports channel goes to prize pools starting next season. So we really appreciate it. It doesn't go in somebody's pocket. That's the power of Orin right there. What is that damage?
Yeah. We are doing a prize pool next season.
Yes, we are. I don't know if you announced how much or not, but
We have not settled on how much yet, but
it's getting worked out. I think we have a pretty basic idea, though.
okay.
What we talked about.
We talked about something? Was I there for that?
Yeah.
Oh, must have been the wine.
The Ashe and Maokai, I would think, would have prevalence in this lane, just from a pure laning perspective, depending on if the Yuumi hits her abilities. The Malzahar is CSing quite well. For playing Malzahar into Ziggs. I got to give NGC's mid laner credit for that. Dempsey took Phase Rush.
Is that good? Or is that bad? What are we talking about?
It's different.
Okay.
I've never seen Phase Rush on Jace. If you're playing like this poke comp, most people just take Airy. I've seen people take Conqueror. I've seen people take Dark Harvest. I've seen PTA. I've never seen Phase Rush. Is Phase Rush what you take on him now? I don't play Jace, so I don't know. I just have never seen that. So interesting. Okay, maybe that is the new thing. I don't know. I've never seen it. Ooh, Celine taking a lot of damage here. Good flash to live, but good play by Demandus to blow the flash.
Yeah, you have to flash her. He definitely dies to that power cube.
Yeah. If the Ziggs is solo killing you in lane, you know you're having a problem there.
Yeah. I'm a little strong, but he's super tanky, so it doesn't matter.
Or in damage. Yeah, or in damage. Yeah, I feel like neither of the Malzahar or the Ziggs should have kill pressure on each other. It should just be a farm lane. So when you're getting forced out like that, that's problematic. I would like to see the Zac try to gank the Malzahar now that he does not have flash up, but we'll see.
Yeah, if you're Diamandus right now, you're yelling at your Zac to come gank mid after he pushes in here.
And if you're Major, your jungler doesn't listen and doesn't come anyways.
Hard facts.
Good sidestep by Dempsey on the Jace. Nice little trade back and forth. Everybody's basically even in CS. The Wukong is down a pretty good chunk.
Yeah, I don't understand the Malzahar cleanse either. I mean, I guess against Ash Arrow, you have Spell Shield.
No, it's more for the Ash Arrow, I'm assuming, but you have Spell Shield.
Yeah,
So if you're eating a Ash Arrow with Spell Shield up, without Spell Shield up, that's kind of just your fault for positioning really bad. I totally think if you're the Malzahar, like I play a ton of Malzahar, everybody knows that. I just take TP.
I agree.
Because I think your 1-3-1's very strong with Malzahar. This is a very, very, very cheeky dragon play by NGC, though. I do not think UC can contest this. No. Just bad back timings by UC, honestly.
Yep. As soon as bottom lane back, they knew they immediately engaged on the dragon. Basically, it's free at that point. Ziggs can't 1v4.
Yeah, just bad back timing by them. The Jack does get into the Wukong's jungle, gives him a nice, comfortable CS lead, but you did lose the dragon for it. First dragon's not the biggest thing in the world, obviously. But Mountain's pretty strong in general, so we'll see. Still no kills yet. Almost a 1k gold lead. Up, good gank. Zach ganks top lane. Flashed out. The orange should be out free. Yeah, the one's out free.
He is half health. You're not killing that.
Is a 1k gold lead already on the side of NGC off of just pure CS numbers, though. The Ziggs Malzahar lane starting to get kind of the point where we thought it would get to, where the Ziggs is starting to outfarm the Malzahar. Malzahar struggles to farm without Voidlings, and Voidlings just die instantly to Ziggs Q. Which is why most people consider this a counter matchup for the Ziggs.
Yeah, 8 minutes. He almost has a 20 CS lead. I did not expect that.
Yeah, it's a rough lane, but him not taking TP and getting chunked out with that really bad trade really hurt him.
Yeah, he's not able to really push up that flash.
And Mouse is not, like, I obviously play a ton of Mouse. Mouse doesn't feel good until you get Lost Shaft or Wave Clear. And like I said, your Wave Clear comes off your Void Links more than a lot of things. Your Void Link E reset, you know what I mean? And without that, ugh.
Ugh.
The Bandis is, most people would consider him the best mid laner in Gold League, statistically. Speaking, of course. So very interesting to see that matchup.
I'm gonna go in here.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have kill. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have kill pressure on Ezreal Yumi. If I'm Malachi, I'm probably trying to get out of lane and maybe gank the mid laner. Like, the mid laner doesn't have flash. His flash is almost back up, and we have not ganked him. That is problematic. Wukong comes down. This should be a dead Ash.
Yeah,
good flash by the Yumi. TP coming down. Sammy dies too. Dempsey, you do not want to be here.
Yeah, you just want to back out of that. Have to flash, but he does live.
That feels really bad for the top laner. You TP down, you TP kind of late. I'm not sure what the call was there. And you instantly blow your flash and get half health. While the orange's going to get tower plate, and you're going to lose a wave. Literally, as a top laner, that's probably the worst thing that could have possibly happened, besides maybe you die there.
Yeah,
that does not feel good.
It's going to really help the Wukong, too. Like, jungle Wukong is not as good as laning Wukong and kind of struggles a little bit early games. I think those 2 assists is huge for him.
Ash Arrow coming down the lane.
He's going to miss, for sure.
Yep, whiffs.
And the Zac, it's like, he's farming really well, but you like to see some more of these ganks.
Orin probably greeted
he has
here.
No flash.
Yeah, Orin greeted here, yeah. Orin greeted here. You probably take the 1 plate and then just back like you were going to. You probably don't greed that one. So that does even it out. So Dempsey, it's not so bad for Dempsey now, the TP was. Like I said, losing your flash there does suck, but, you know, it happens.
At least he gets something on the back end of it.
Interesting that I wonder who called that. If that was just a Dempsey thing or somebody actually called the TP.
I did. I called it. I said, go down there. Save them. They suck.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna call it, you have to, or if you're gonna TP on it, you have to do it like as soon as you see the Wukong engage. It's about like 3-4 seconds too late to really help them.
The Wukong does steal the Rift Herald. He does die for it, but he does get the Rift. Probably won't. Yep, Malzahar's going to flash out. They do get a kill for it, but they do win the Rift Herald. So early game-wise, they've gotten the Rift Herald, and they've gotten the first dragon. If you're Wukong, personally, I think you want to blow your Rift Herald bot lane and just keep snowballing your bot lane lead. Just because they're already down to 3
plates, right? You can go ahead and get that plate goal. That's exactly what I would do. I'd be looking right now. Mid has 5 plates as well. It's an option. But yeah, I think bottom is probably a better option. You can get that first tower as well.
Ezreal is pretty strong at this point, actually.
Yeah, and they completely poke out the Sammy there.
Is Ashe building Cleaver?
Is she Trinity, maybe? Trinity Ashe?
Is this poke Ashe with Trinity?
Oh, looks like they're
Doesn't
going
poke
for
Ashe
the-
with Trinity build go Comet, though, to poke?
Yes, it should.
That's what I saw. Why is it going...
I don't know. He also has exhaust, so...
And he has exhaust. Yeah, I'm really
The
confused.
Tail of Blades.
Yeah, why does he have exhaust, too? I'm very confused. Interesting ult by Sammy 2 Slap to try to... Good pick on the Malzahar. She does use Cleanse. They do not get the dragon. The dragon gets stolen. Does Ezreal clean this, though? No?
Nope.
All right, good play by UC to actually clean that up. The Ezreal does get another kill, puts him at 3-0. The Ziggs also
Our
gets another
special
kill.
guest after the cast, Solar, is going to explain why the Ashe
The
is
Ashe
going this
build
way.
for us. Okay, but do you have an explanation why the Ashe is taking exhaust? Because that's what I want right now.
Like, well, yeah.
Do you have that
Is
explanation?
it just for the Wukong? Like
Okay.
when he knows the Wukong.
Maybe when the Wukong jumps in?
Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of, but when you just put it on your support, like...
Yeah, you're not going to get kill pressure in the lane anyways. It's Maokai, so... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Demandus is very strong. The Ezreal is also very strong. Demandus has a 40 CS lead and up 3 kills. Like, up just a massive amount of gold.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Yeah, you would really like to have seen the Rift Herald get dropped before that happened. A little bit of a misplay, I think,
agree.
by NGC there.
It's basically 500 gold that you just left on the map.
Yeah, you just gave up on 500 gold. Zach hovering topside. I don't think Malzahar, you want this fight.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have ult yet, so just give him a little bit of poke. Oh, 10 more seconds, he does have ult, though.
Wukong is coming up topside to join them, too.
Here comes Zach for a gang.
Good Zach gang. The Zach stays on this as Dempsey backs off. A little
Yeah.
disjointed.
Miscommunication, yeah.
Yeah, super disjointed on what's going on here. He does have passive. The Wukong dies for nothing. Like, you have to
they're
assume
not
he
going to
has
get to drop Rift either. I believe that will expire before he reses again.
Yeah, that's a really bad play. The Wukong, very questionable on that play, like what you're doing. The first gank was good. Maokai blowing ult randomly. Misclick?
I mean, you know Zach has passive. You're not going to kill him anyways. You're going to...
I don't. Why did Malzahar go up there just to go look? He lost a tower because of that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, not really 100% sure what's going on with NGC's macro here. The Malzahar leaves lane, gives up first tower for absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
I would like to see the Wukong gank mid lane. Like, the reason Malzahar is strong is because he has point click gank assist CC. You basically flash R the Ziggs, and then the Wukong comes in R's, and the Ziggs doesn't really get to play League of Legends. He kind of just dies. So I think missing out a little bit there on that.
Yeah, that Rift Herald potentially was 1,000 gold that they lost. They could have easily
for
gotten
nothing.
first tower top lane. They could have gotten third place mid or bottom if they'd used it even sooner than that.
Yeah, you got to assume that Zach always has passive up.
Unfortunate.
Thing you always have to pay attention to. Nice gold lead on the side of UC. Most of it's obviously mid lane. Big comfortable lead in the mid lane.
Yeah, Spiley has gone from 1,000 gold lead for NGC to almost a 3,000 gold lead for UC. So they do have a mid power spike. We did talk earlier before the game started that NGC does scale a little bit better, but the mid game, the focus has got to be respected.
There it is. Exactly what I wanted to see off of NGC. Exactly what I wanted to see. You cannot stop that.
You cannot.
That is just Malzahar bullshit right there.
You have to pay the QSS tax. You have to do it. That's the only way you're going to survive that.
Yeah, like that's exactly what I wanted to see out of them. I do think it's a little late. I think the Wukong should probably not be ganking the Orin lane and be ganking more or less the mid lane because of the mouth. Obviously, Flash you only get every 5 minutes, but it's literally a free kill. It is a shutdown, so I think using your Flash for the shutdown bonus is probably worth.
Yes,
we are trading Rift Herald's
second
dragon here. The Orin is hanging out for Rift Herald. Yeah, they trade Rift Herald for Dragon. Not a terrible trade. It is the second Dragon. Personally, I think second Rift Herald's more valuable, but we'll see.
I think if you can use it to open up mid here a little bit more, yes. You're going to use a top immediately here.
That's pretty smart. Use a top. This might take the...
Alright,
does not take the tower. He should be able to protect the tower, which is nice. I don't think the Jace can really contest it.
Kong's coming up here.
Is this going to be a 2v2? Oh no, 3v2. Oh, he misses the ult.
No ult on
that is Malzahar ult down.
Again.
Ziggs is coming. Hopefully, you probably don't want to contest here.
Yeah, Zach does not have passive, so he's going to have to play this a little bit carefully. Like, you just bring Ziggs up here, you wave clear. Looks like they're kind of backing off anyways. Ziggs going to ult the bush, but no one's in that one.
Yeah, gotta respect Malzahar. Though that Orin ulti was interesting.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I guess it can be a little tricky depending on the angle there.
It can be very tricky sometimes. I will not deny that my first time playing Orin, I probably missed it. I probably didn't even realize how to hit the ult. So
yeah, we're like, what is this?
Like, how do I
hit it back?
This is very dangerous for.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, he stands there and eats ult.
What Ash? You gotta keep moving. You almost dodged it.
As the Maokai, you probably have to... Yep, and that... We're just going to repeat gank this. The Wukong does die for that. Demandus played that pretty well, actually. Just to get the...
He's going to do. He does have to blow flash, though, for it.
Yeah, and you got to think, bot lane does get the tower. This Ezreal is so strong, actually. Like, almost has Triforce. Probably has Triforce on his next back.
No, if the Ashe has heal there instead of exhaust, she lives, I'm just saying.
If the Ashe moves out of ult, she lives.
Yes,
I don't want to, like, throw that out
there. Back to positioning. Everyone's been there, but if she has heal, she can just hit F and she's good.
I feel like the Maokai has to all in there, too. Like, maybe you just, like, you're playing Maokai, maybe you just W the Ezreal and hit him off you. You have Aftershock, you probably live.
Yeah, I think going back to what you said at the beginning and picking bans, like, I get Maokai is kind of like the sexy pick of support, but just go to your bread and butter. Go Nautilus, go Blitzcrank, go Leona. Like, is now the time to try and pull out one of these picks?
Like, your AD carries down 20 CS and 4 kills at this point. Like, honestly, at this point, I think the Maokai just needs to basically be Jace's and Ziggs support.
Yeah,
just needs to get out of the lane.
The Maokai and Ashe is a good combo. Like, it is a good combo. It just doesn't feel like they practice it or that they're really comfortable playing it. Just like you said, like there's like the Maokai doesn't really like have any presence in the lane. Like he's kind of just letting them poke and push them around.
Mm-hmm. Like at that point, I feel like you would have just been better off playing Leona or Nautilus, like we said. I know Sammy 2Slap is a big Nautilus player. We all know that. But to each their own. Like I said, I would have liked to see Sammy roam more because I don't think Ezreal Yuumi has a ton of like tower dive potential. But that's just personal preference. They should get bot tower here. They have 3 people. The Orin is coming to contest. Orin, you probably don't want to contest this because the Zach's there too.
Off. He does have ult if you wanted to clear the way, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the call. Oh, he's going to ult now.
All right, Malachi R. Okay.
As well.
Okay, Malachi R for Oradar. Okay.
Hey, he saves the tower.
Hey, saves the tower, I guess.
Mission
Worth.
complete. We do have Dragon coming up in about 30 seconds
Oh,
here.
good.
Got arrow on Ezreal. He's going to have to flash out. Khan's coming in with the ult here.
Yeah, so much damage by the Ezreal.
Yuumi is on Wukong, and uh-oh.
Here's the Orin. This is one of those moments when you wish the Malzahar had TP.
Yes, he is just
overall, NGC wins this, or wins the team fight. They go 2 for 1. Your Ezreal gets even stronger. Your Wukong's in a good spot now.
Yeah, and Ezreal lives there. Dempsey is down. Ashe is dead. Like, most of your damage is down. I feel like you just have to give this Dragon.
And Malzahar is just split pushing.
I mean, is this the right call? Like, I don't think even if Malzahar's there, they get this Dragon. Like, just give it. Just keep pushing top. Like, to be honest, just, yeah.
Corky, what do you think?
If UC can't defend this even with Malzahar pushing top. Like, they just have to back off and give it.
Did we lose Corky?
No, I'm here. He just was still talking, so I didn't want to interrupt him, so...
Okay.
No, I just think that with the Wukong and everything, it's just, they're not doing... They almost got the Ezreal there for a second, but they're just not doing really good team fight. And they're all not targeting the same thing, because I think if they were all targeting the Ezreal, they would have had him down, and that would have stopped him. The thing is with Ornn, yeah, he has that knock-up, but the problem is he doesn't do, like, a crap ton of damage.
Right. Dempsey, you could see Dempsey was trying to just all in the Ezreal. Ezreal might be in trouble here, greeting a little bit.
Yes, he has no flash.
Yeah, greeting a tad bit there.
It after he died, so that is down.
You cannot push up that far as Ezreal by yourself without vision.
Yeah, especially when you just blew flash, you just blew cleanse. So you don't have any summoners yet.
Like, if UC's gonna win this, it has to be on the shoulders of Demandus now. Their jungler is doing actually pretty okay. Obviously, he's playing Zach, so he's not, hyper, strong or anything like that, but he causes a lot of teamfight disruptions. The problem is, UC's looking for picks and to poke people out, and the Zach doesn't really fit that. This could be hyper bad.
For looking for the Ashe. He's gonna have to flash. Have to just try and kite it. And
I think Dempsey cleans this though. Yes.
Yep. That Ornn is super tanky. I think you just have to kind of back off, wait for Ziggs to get around. Ziggs is slowly coming.
Yuumi?
Yeah, Yumi's trying to help out the Ornn, but yeah, Ziggs is there. Good turn on this now.
Yeah, you definitely turn on this now at this point, I think. I don't understand the concept of blowing your flash just to turn around and fight it. At that point, you just save your flash.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Malzahar
Ezreal's here, though. Does Ezreal clean this?
Yes, he does.
No.
I don't think he does. Nope. He does pick up the
super close.
Meanwhile, Malzahar's mid lane, getting tower. NGC just very disjointed on what they want to do here.
Ezreal kind of played at melee range. I think if he just kind of trusts his Q poke, he probably picks up at least 2 kills there. Ashe arrow's mid.
There's the cleanse. I think Malzahar
immediately. Have to flash over the wall. I don't think he gets out of this though.
The Zach flashes in response.
And knocks him over the wall.
And then he auto attacks the Baron. That was the most interesting. Okay, Wukong's here with the Yuumi though.
Ooh yeah, they are not gonna look for this. Ziggs is here. Should be able to walk
Orin's
out.
also
Orin coming
here.
in from behind.
Oh, good Orin ulti
That was
actually.
really
It's
good.
everything.
That is a
Jace is
very
coming
tough thing.
too. This is a clusterfuck, if anything.
I feel like they're dying and running back in, dying and running back in,
That's
dying and running back. It's
Literally
just like,
what's going on.
Action everywhere.
it's just the team fight has moved literally from bot lane to mid lane to Baron.
Literally, the golds.
Alright, in the end, I
Damn
think it
near
was 1
even.
for 2.
Yeah, like
And
literally the
grabs
golds.
2 kills there. I'm pretty sure Diamandis had to flash in that fight.
Yeah, his flash is down. Ziggs also flashed. Malzahar
Zac as
flash
well
is
flashed
also down.
after the carry there.
Ezreal has cleanse flash up. Setting up for the dragon by the looks of it. Spawns quite soon. Gonna get your back off as the Wukong. Yeah, probably reset, set up for it, I'm assuming. You probably got to move your Malzahar mid lane, though. The Malzahar has not been in any of these fights. It's legitimately been 4v5 for most of the game for NGC. They are keeping the fights pretty close to even because of their combo. But the Malzahar literally is never in these. Malzahar could be quite strong here, just for, like, ulting the Jace, for prime example. They're just going to all in the jungler here. They do blow everything to kill the jungler, though. Literally every ult in the game.
I mean, I'm guessing they're thinking Baron. They kill the jungler, Baron, 27 minutes, 28 minutes almost.
You're thinking
Go
too.
drag first.
You're thinking too above silver macro for
Yeah, whoops.
that. They are going to try to
We're
fight
gonna get a bush
Bean.
camp. We're gonna get a bush camp.
They don't have any ults up besides Ezreal are.
Wukong already used his ult.
Very
Axe does
disjointed.
get melted. Yeah.
Very disjointed by UC there. Like, are you bush camping? Like, Sammy 2-slap goes in, everybody else kind of runs.
Yeah, Ziggs,
Like, very
Ziggs immediately
disjointed.
backs off. Yeah, Ziggs is also in the process of backing off, and then Ashe and poor Sammy are just kind of left there like, we didn't get the memo.
Yeah, just missed the memo there. I gotta wonder what UC's shot calling's like. Been a couple of, like, interesting plays where they've just been, like, disjointed.
Yeah.
That is a 28-minute Cloud Soul. That feels really good. Obviously, that's 3 Cloud Dragons. Like, what's Yumi's ult at right now?
I mean,
Like,
what's
under
Wukong's
a minute
ult
it has
at
to be.
now?
Yeah, like...
That is, yeah, that's very problematic. There are a lot of ults that are super important for NGC that are going to be on low cooldown now. I would like to have seen them just go straight for the Baron. I don't think UC could have done anything about it, to be honest. Maybe try 50-50 with the Zac, but...
That is good poke on the Ezreal, but then you're seeing the power.
Yeah, Yumi post
Yumi.
almost 11 here.
We discussed
Or is
this.
11, yeah, post 11.
We discussed this in Pick and Ban that I felt like UC's comp was very disjointed and didn't make a lot of sense into the Orin/Yumi combo. I feel like NGC got a lot of power. You know, they got Wukong, they have Orin, you know, they have Yumi. Like, just from a pure, like, champion perspective, I feel like they have a ton of power.
Sentiment, though, the predictions were that both comps were not that great, and Twitch chat verified Major's opinion on this. And kind of seeing that come to fruition, but we did agree that NGC probably had a little bit easier comp to execute, and their champions are a little bit more busted in this current meta. Just kind of seeing that happen. Like, UC had a 4K lead almost. It just kind of evaporated with some... The poke is not happening anymore. We're going from mid-game to late game now, and this is just kind of where the poke just falls off, and scaling is starting to take over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very problematic. Like, the Bandits is still very strong. But the Jace, the full lethality Jace, like, he's not getting through the Yumi Orin anymore. This is going to be all... They're going to all in this. Decent Maokai are. On top of the Wukong are going to blow up people, though.
Yeah.
Zac's being ulted by the Malzahar.
He's stuck. He's not going to be able to get out of that.
It's looking like a GG.
That's
That is an ace.
That's a 5-for-1 ace. The only person you lose is the Yumi.
Yep.
Yeah, that's called work.
Yeah, that's a...
Are they gonna try to end it, you think, right now?
Yeah,
Should be
I
able to
think
end
they,
this.
they
Yeah,
should be able to end it
30
here.
seconds on death timers. Everyone pretty much died together, so there's a full 30 seconds still.
You know, I
Could be
don't
it.
want to flame here. I don't want to flame here, but UC shot calling seems all over the place. Like, Very
Yeah.
disjointed. Doesn't seem like they know what they want to do.
They had the lead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
like you said, they
Triforce,
didn't know what to do.
your Triforce Ash that went exhaust went 1-7, which is also super problematic. The Maokai was basically useless. Just trying to play Maokai support in general. Like, I think there was better picks. And like they just honestly got outdrafted. Like, I don't think NGC's draft's really that good, but they gave up a lot of power.
I mean,
over
when your Ash is doing less damage than everyone else in the game, that's problematic. Like, your AD carry has to contribute in some ways. And the Ash arrows, like, there are a few good ones, but too far in between for that to be a useful.
Yeah, like the Ash did 5k damage if we're looking at this. Like the Yumi did 9k. The Maokai did 6k. Like, that is very problematic from like a perspective. And like I said, they just gave up too much. Like, if you gave up the power pick that was Wukong, and then you answered it with Jace Maokai. Ash Maokai. Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. You just gave them so many power picks for no reason. Honestly, I will say, like I said, UC's shot calling was extremely rough. I don't understand what they're doing. They're very disjointed. But like honestly, this one's 100% in the draft. Like, the Mandus goes 6-3, does the most damage on his team still, but it doesn't matter because the game gets lost around. If you want to win games as UC, you have to find a way to let your top side of the map carry you.
All right, I'm gonna peace out for a second because I'm gonna get some water before we go into next game. Because I know you guys could just talk.
10-minute break. We're gonna take a 10-minute break here real quick while we set up for game 2. Let the casters go get some more alcohol and whatnot. Happy 420 to everyone. So we will be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I know Major can talk forever.
Hello, everyone.
I'm live.
Corky interrupting my intro. Not a huge fan of that. Hello, everyone, though. I'm back. Those of you who always know me, I'm Major. I'm joined by Corky, 420, and we have a D4 analyst today. Solar Zenith is just going to hang out during the draft. We're going to discuss a little bit of what happened last draft for both teams, what went right, what went wrong, why the hell the Ash built Triforce did 5k damage and took whatever the hell the mastery is. I can't remember the name of.
Oh, you went Hail Blades.
Yeah, Hail Blades. We're going to discuss that. And then we're going to discuss a little bit about this draft. So, hello, Solar. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Okay. So, Solar, first question for you. Why Triforce Hail Blades Ash, and why did they only do 5k damage? Go.
Well, I mean, you build Ash doesn't necessarily always isn't one of the she scales really well, especially into mid game because of her ultimate and utility, and especially her early game with Hawkeye, where your Hawk arrows, where you're able to spot out junglers and spot out rotations. But she doesn't necessarily I would say she's one of, at least in my opinion, she's she's on the lower end of the damage spectrum, where you're really using her for mostly her utility capability, because she's able to mesh with a lot of supports in the meta. But the Halo Blades Triforce allows you to get really good early trades in, and is decent if you're not playing into tanks.
Mhm.
Like I think like Ash is pretty bad into tanks, just
In
simply
general,
because
yes.
she doesn't really necessarily, even though she builds crit, later after her Bork, or if you decide to just build crit without Bork, she still doesn't necessarily do a lot of damage unless you're getting the Foss passives off.
So
So
does Triforce Ash with Halo Blades make sense into an Orin Yumi combo though?
Um, I would say probably into the bot lane it wouldn't be bad, but probably into specifically into Yumi, no, and
Right.
especially or no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just don't understand how they would ever have had the damage to kill the Orin like later
it
game.
in my opinion, a lot of AD carries, especially Kaisa, which is I think the one that started it first,
I was
where
made for
and
this.
Callista, where
Literally.
they would just take the blade to get a really good in and out trade.
Hmm.
Would you just get 3 instant autos off and just proc a passive?
Hmm.
Kind of started that off. So Ash is able to just walk up, get 3 autos, back off, and then you're fine. So that's usually why they did it. And the Triforce gives you movement speed, CDR, mana, and I guess some extra amount of cooldown.
Okay, interesting. Um, do you agree with the exhaust on the Ash? Because I feel like that was interesting. Maybe
Um,
because of the Wukong they were scared of, or but you have Maokai. Like you picked Maokai literally for Peel. So it's
um,
like I feel like that's discreet.
exhaust is something a lot of AD carries, and especially in solo queue, that are taking it nowadays, especially because I can I necessarily didn't agree with it at first, but after seeing it a couple times, I can see that I believe and I can feel that exhaust is a lot more effective than heal in certain situations. Exhaust has a slow that lasts for 3 seconds and mitigates damage for 40% for those 3 seconds.
Hmm.
I even whereas heal, even though you get a speed up for the same amount, you get a speed up for 30%, whereas exhaust slows for 30%. Its heal has a 30-second has a longer CDR, and it only gives you movement speed for 1 second. And
Right.
level 1 it's only 90 HP.
So you think the comp itself and like the pick and the build makes sense? It's just execution was the more.
I think I would say, like, I kind of thought about it at first, or I thought about it at first, and I thought like NGC's comp was pretty decent. I think actually no, sorry. Both comps were pretty bad, but I thought NGC's was a little bit better, especially because that,
Lone is
like
a
you said,
poor alternative.
their champs are a lot easier to execute.
Mhm.
Um, and so that's why. But definitely, like, if you're gonna pick Ornn, pick a crit AD carry. You picking Ezreal loses you kind of a lot of that I
Mhm.
guess that later game insurance with the crit builds and
Right.
I especially IE buff. So
Right.
um
Well, so we're going to look at this draft since that one's over and we're almost done with this time's draft. So far, we have UC banned Orin, Vigar, Oriana, Yumi. They're on the fifth ban. And NGC banned Garen, Warwick, Kled, Nautilus, Blitzcrank. And then UC bans Ezreal. Interesting. I personally don't think Ezreal's a very good champion right now. I think he's okay. I think the problem with Ezreal Yumi was just that they were really safe, which doesn't really matter. Like, I think that the Ezreal got fed more of UC's bot lane's problems more than it was like the pick itself. UC does steal the Wukong. They pick Zac again and they play Victor, which is Demandis' best champion. I do like the start of their comp because I really like the whole idea of just wombos and low elo
Yeah,
because
I'm
it's
good
very
with
easy
this.
to play. Mordekaiser, Pantheon, Malzahar, Misfortune is the pick on NGC side. I do find it strange that you banned Ezreal but left Misfortune up. Um, but what do I know? So what do you think, Solar? What are we looking at right now? What do you think? Sivir makes a lot of sense for my personal opinion just because it's just wave clear and you just hit R. Sivir
um
Leona. Okay.
both these comps I think are a lot better from definitely from last draft. I think these comps are a lot more consistent and a lot even though some of these team fights may be a little bit more difficult to execute and to play around, especially because you need really good communication for to be able to get Zac ganking off, especially
Mhm.
because enemy teams warding out Zach's very kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily like fiddlesticks, but you need to play around vision as Zach
Mhm.
as a Zach player. Um, but definitely these drafts are actually look pretty decent.
Yeah, they're pretty good drafts actually, to be honest. Like, I feel like NGC is trying to more play pick, which is fine. The Thresh is the only pick that I'm kind of iffy on, just because I think Thresh is pretty hard to execute in general. I would have much rather have seen Morgana there and just like kind of counteract the Leona. But I like UC's comp a ton. Like Leona engage with Zac engage on top of Wukong, Victor W, and Sivir's just kind of speeding up and using for wave clear. Like I really like UC's comp. Like this comp's really easy to play. Whereas last comp was really disjointed and made no sense. It was kind of harder to play. This comp is really simplistic. It's like, hey, let's just hit R, let's throw Leona R on top of somebody, and let's just layer everything. It does require communication, but I think it's much easier to play. So if UC is going to have a chance to win the game, I think we'll all agree their bot lane's their weakest lane. And I think putting their AD carry on a wave clear bot with utility makes a lot of sense, and putting Sammy 2 slap on something he can actually play makes sense.
So
Thoughts?
I wanted to counteract two things you said. First off, Ezreal is actually pretty good right now. I don't think he's okay. I think he's actually pretty decent and better than okay.
Is he better than Misfortune though?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because Misfortune is probably considered the best AD carry in the game at the moment, I believe.
I would agree. She's pretty good. The Thresh is okay. That's where my second argument's gonna lead into. Thresh into Leo is pretty good pre-6. After 6 though, I think if they picked up a stronger AD carry that wasn't Sivir, like probably again like maybe Caitlyn or Philios, Leona with any of those champions that isn't Sivir, you literally just straight up win level 6. So if you were the Leo or bot lane this game, you would definitely just wait till level 6, kind of suck up the Misfortune Thresh pressure early, and hope that you get a good combo at level 6 and just kill him.
Right.
If Thresh plays it well, he just waits for level 6 and then press and gives Lantern to Misfortune if she gets engaged on, and hope that she's able to click it in time.
Right. I put a lot of like skill. I get like if we're all talking about like challenger players and everybody's at equal skill, like I try not to look at it from that point of view. I look at it a lot of like skill level. I think the Thresh could be a good pick if executed correctly. I know you can flay the Zac out of his ult too, which is kind of nice in team fights. I think Morgana would have been a lot easier to play, and I agree that Caitlyn Aphelios would have been a better 80 carries overall, but judging by statistically speaking, for UC's bot lane, they're one of the lower statistic bot lane in the league. So I think putting him on a very easy champion that just wave clears and hits R is much more reasonable to expect. Like not every silver player is playing Aphelios, you know?
Right.
I think Pong is silver 4, if I remember correctly. Not throwing flame on him, just like I think Sammy playing Leona is a very easy champion, and it's something that low elo players struggle.
I think that if anything in this lane, if I'm Leo, I'm looking to get roams off.
Exactly, agree.
100%. You roam and ward at the same time. Look for hopefully a good Victor cage into maybe getting the Mouse of Flower Flash, and seem to help Victor out with his laning a little bit easier since he struggles early on without mana. And if anything, wait till that level 6 again to maybe hopefully engage. If not, if you feel like it might not work, just keep going mid or roam with jungler.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think the best point is for Leona to get out of lane, Moby Boots maybe gank the Malzahar, because Demandus is by far UC's best player. This is also his best champion. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think Thresh, Misfortune don't have a ton of like tower dive kill pressure, as long as the Sivir doesn't get hit by a hook. Sivir has Spell Shield. You realistically should never get hit by it, unless if your positioning is just really bad. So realistically, you should be pretty safe to just wave clear under your tower while your Leona's gone. Hopefully. Mind you, that's perfect world. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I would think that's how it works. I'm interested to see how this goes. Either way, I do like both comps better. I think that the pick comp by NGC is pretty good. They have, 2-point click CCs and Pantheon Malzahar. And if you get CC'd by one of them, you're going to get CC'd by the next one. And then you're going to get Misfortune ulted too, which could be very problematic. But I like the fact that UC is just basically like, hey, we're going to play something simple. Sivir's just going to speed us up and we're just going to run at you, basically. And after the abysmal performance last game is what we'll call it, I think that makes a lot of sense. Make things simple. Simple's good sometimes. What do you think, 420? You've been quiet.
I think for, like you were saying, for UC's comp, it's a lot easier to execute. I do think that if it's a lot of this is on Leona stopping the Misfortunal. Like, just save Leona ult for it if you have to, but she can also get in there with her E or Q, interrupt it. You don't want to run right into the Misfortunal, so that is going to have to be navigated a little bit. I think also for NGC, like this Pantheon has to get a lot of work done in the early game. I feel like to be like a useful pick in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's got to get good ganks out.
Wukong also could very easily just save dash ult to interrupt.
Right. Yeah, that as well.
I mean, a Misfortune R. So I think they have a lot of tools. You know what I mean? Which maybe that's why they banned Ezreal. They thought they were going to pick Misfortune, but they thought they had a lot of ways to like interrupt MF ult, which a lot of us understand. Like MF ult is
even the Zac dash can interrupt it.
Yeah, so very interesting comp. I think it's much better. Solar, if you had to pick a winner off just looking at the team comp, who do you got?
I mean, I like NGC's comp because it kind of works against UC's, where like NGC, their champs kind of want to disengage. They have Malzahar ulti for disengage. You have Thresh, Flay with Lantern and ulti. You have Mordekaiser ulti to disrupt fights. Like you have a lot of kind of like stop and resetting with like disruption. Whereas they don't really have a lot of really like I guess good reliable engage besides Flash Malzahar and then like Thresh hook, and Pantheon diving in to probably kill himself and if he does that. So I'm really curious to see. If anything, I would probably say NGC. Their comp I feel like is a little bit more consistent and the champs work well with each other.
I do think that the comp's a little harder to play because you have to be much more coordinated. But yeah, I will agree. Like they do counter a lot of what UC wants to do. I like UC's comp. I really do. I think it's very simplistic to play. And I like simple. Simple is important, especially at the CeeLo. So either way, I'm excited to see the game. Yeah, especially coming off a loss. It's exciting. I'm excited to see it played out. Any last second thing you want to add, Solar, before we move into game since we are loading in now?
I really want to see how if any of the players are tuning in. What I'm really curious to see is how unknown or how UC really plays around early, because even though NGC has a good mid game comp, their early game is really good. They have really good lanes. I would say an even to probably losing matchup top lane, and they have an even matchup mid lane with a strong matchup bot lane. So I'm really curious to see how UC plays this out and how they coordinate fights.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I definitely think Edgy early game is probably better overall. But exciting to see nonetheless. I'm excited. I hope UC bounces back from the pretty rough showing game one. I am paused at 12 seconds, by the way. But thank you very much for joining us. If this game goes to game 3, maybe we'll pull you back in. We'll talk about the draft a little bit.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. I am at 12 seconds, Matt. Corky, what are you at?
I'm at 12.
Count us down then.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit play.
All right, we are back. We are excited. We really enjoy having Solar, somebody else's opinion on these comps. A little high elo perspective. We always enjoy
really
that.
Insightful.
Yeah, very insightful. made a lot of good points. Very nice guy. If he's ever interested in actually casting, I tell you, contact Corky. She is in the DMs. I think we have most of our casters decided for the rest of the playoffs, but she is always looking for casters for especially next season. Good dodge by Wukong. No, that's fine. Doesn't really matter.
Plenty of time to reset that.
Yeah, plenty of time to reset. Doesn't really matter. Stops them. Hyper excited. Like I said, I do like UC's comp a little bit better. I think it's a lot easier to play. Obviously,
Yes.
execution matters in this league, especially with the lower in the standings teams. Obviously, I think simpler is better. That's just personal opinion. I do like NGC's comp could very much work, especially if they snowball early game because their early game is much better than this is silver gold.
I agree.
So-
Like if Pantheon's able to get top lane, get some ganks executed up there, Mordekaiser gets a couple kills early, like they can just run away with this game. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like NGC, like if they snowball, they could definitely snowball. It is Doran's Ring MF. That is a good question. Dark Harvest, Doran's Ring MF. Interesting.
We are getting some new builds today.
We are getting some interesting things, you know. Personally, I play BF Sword and PTA, but to each their own. Yeah, I feel like NGC definitely could snowball. Their early game's much better, but I definitely like the mid to late game team fighting potential of UC's comp much better than last game. Last game, their comp was super disjointed. This looks much better.
Yeah, I like the tools they have to utilize in this team fight system over what they had last game.
The Mordecai are kind of losing these trades. Dempsey, I can't tell if this is Dempsey just playing this really well, or the Mordecai's are playing this really badly.
Oh wow.
They both do blow flash. I'm pretty darn sure Mordecai's are supposed to win this early.
Yeah, I don't play top lane, so I don't really know which has the early game advantage. But yeah, the Wukong is definitely throwing his weight around. Says Mord does not win that matchup. We are wrong.
I think Solar said that Mord does win that matchup. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I'm sure it's skill matchup. Sammy 2 Slap going in. You have to spell shield that, Pong. Maybe didn't have the mana for it.
Yeah.
Even to losing. Okay, I guess I could see that. I think then maybe the Mord should not fight that. I'm not 100% sure. Very good. Sammy 2 Slap being hyper aggressive in this lane.
Like it.
Yeah,
Fortune does get a Dark Harvest step.
Dempsey does need a tower shot there. Not usually the best scenario. I like that Sammy's being much more aggressive this lane. Where I felt like he did absolutely nothing last game. He's not taking the best end of these trades, I will admit that, but at least he's trying to do something this game instead of just, you know, bending over backwards. So that's good. You can spell shield the bounce on Q, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Like, I thought Mord was quite the lane bully, so I personally thought Mord wins the match. But I do not play top lane, though, so I could very much be wrong. That's why I was, you know, I leave that to the people who play top lane, because I don't play that shit. But either way, Mord is up 15, almost double the CS on the Wukong. He does have a wave coming in now, but either way, he is beating. Nice gank assist. Oh, he gets caught. I believe the Malzahar lives here. Yes, he does. Interesting play. Wrong button, maybe? Wukong should be able to stabilize a tad bit off the CS difference. I feel like Wukong's winning the pressure battle, but he is down a level. Not really sure.
It's a little
Pantheon Gig. Oh, good spell shield. See? See, that's why you play Sivir.
That was a little telegraph with the lantern play. It was a little bit too soon.
I'm a big Prevalent Sivir player when I do play AD carry. I think she's very safe. I think she scales well. She's not the greatest in the current meta, but in this elo, I feel like she's just very safe, and safe is important.
Yes. It is interesting that early game Malzahar has the gold lead over Diamandus.
It's interesting. Victor doesn't really take off till he gets Hex Core. Then interesting engage. Pantheon is here to react to this.
Yeah, they have to back
I
out
think
if
they
can.
might win this though. UC does.
Sivir flash.
Interesting flash. The Sivir's going for it, and nobody
Feeling it.
dies. Well, the Sivir's feeling it, boys. He heard us talking shit.
Flashing with no main in the queue.
What do you think about the slower start here, Corky? Kind of slower start to the game, huh? Last game was kind of slow too, though, at first.
Yeah, until they dived bottom lane and then it all went to shit from there. I mean, I'm half a bottle of wine in. I'm sorry. It went to crap from there.
Sorry, this is already a TVMA stream. I already notified everyone of that earlier.
Good
She
dodge.
avoided that very well.
Good dodge with the Wukong there.
I really hope this goes to game 3 so I can finish this bottle of wine.
Well, I'm sure UC hopes it goes to game 3 also.
Yes, they're voting for your bottle of wine.
Yeah, they are voting for it.
It's very good wine. That's why I bought 12 bottles of
I
it.
feel like the CS lane is starting to get kind of prevalent top lane,
Yes.
which is
More guys are zoning now.
Well, I think what Dempsey had when he first was, I think Mordekaiser's kind of picking on him right now, not letting him get any of that.
Yeah, he's freezing, trying to slow push in.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I do think, like I said, the Malzahar is out CSing the Victor. Once Victor gets Hexcore, though, I feel like you legitimately just E the wave and the Malzahar minions. I love to see
Leona
Sammy
here.
2-slapping gank.
Oh my god, Sammy left the
No.
lane? My
No.
heart beats still.
Wow, the PM.
Wow, BM by Corky.
Good clone there.
That's a lot of minions. Go, Dempsey, go.
I'll be able to shore up a little bit of the CS advantage.
An extremely interesting game. Still no first blood. NGC is winning the gold lead battle due to just pure CS numbers.
Yeah,
But
so far,
overall,
it's a lot like game 1 where NGC built up like a 1k gold lead. They didn't really know how to throw that lead in the mid, or how to use that lead into the mid game. Let's just see if they can find something here with the Pantheon.
a little confused at why Twitch chat wouldn't have allowed that. Sorry, I fixed it, but weird. Yeah, good play. Good, should change. A little early on that from the Malzahar.
Yeah, he
You
doesn't
want
get the flash.
to chain that. Hey Matt, will you send a link to our Discord? We don't have a bot set up for it for some reason.
Oh.
He does get out. Does Sammy 2-slap get out? Maybe not. Pantheon dives in.
Good Pantheon ult.
Matt, did you hear me on the...
Yeah, Discord link.
Yep. We should set up a bot for that. That's a good idea. I like this guy's where this guy's head's at.
A what?
Thank you, Perfect. A bot, a Discord bot. That way, if you put hashtag Discord or whatever, it sends you a link to the Discord.
Yes, make it so, number 1.
Demanda should win this. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there.
Well, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Dempsey actually won against Mordekaiser
Did
in
get
the
the solo
top
kill.
lane.
Yep.
Yeah, he got the
Did get
solo
the solo
kill.
We'll be able to shove it in. The Mordekaiser does have TP. I'm assuming he's going to TP back to lane to avoid losing so much CS. Malzahar Flash is down, reminder. I would like to see the Zac try to punish that.
I do think Miss Fortune is very busted right now with her ult.
She's
though.
very strong, yes.
Yes.
She is definitely the residential top tier AD carry from most high elo / professionals. Zach getting a little collapsed on, should be okay. The mid laner / jungler's not there. Dempsey is there. It might be having a 3v3 fight over this Rift Herald here. No, it should be claimed. Yeah. Moore didn't for some reason shove the wave in. He kind of just hung out at the Rift Herald. Dempsey should be able to pick up most of that CS. A little questionable call there. NGC does have this the gold lead off just pure CS still. Like I said, I do think UC
almost 30 CS
I do think
lead
that
bot lane.
as long as UC is not like hard losing though, like they do have Victor, so I do think they outscale, and I think Sivir still does scale pretty well.
Yes. I mean, the fact that Mordecai doesn't have a huge lead does have a slight CS advantage, but that is closing. So I think just that alone is pretty good for UC. Like mid lane is starting to stabilize a little bit. They are down 30 CS bot lane, but I mean the position that they're in right now is pretty good.
Oh, it really takes. Go, Sammy, 2-slap. You probably
no CC for the
there.
misfortune.
Interesting
kill the
flash.
Yes.
Interesting flash by Pong, though.
Kill it all. No, don't pull the. Yes, kill it, yes. Damn it. Brush me away.
Pantheon's here. Pantheon blows shield.
Here as well.
Hopefully hits the lantern. Okay.
Somebody's gonna be able to walk this out. All
All
right.
right.
They get a kill.
They get a kill. Pong flash basically in place, which was really interesting, and ate the whole MF ult.
I wasn't gonna talk about that. We're just gonna completely ignore that happened.
Yeah.
Good kill. Good kill.
Yeah. Good kill. That was a really interesting turn of events, Twitch chat. Can I get a "what is you doing" please in my Twitch chat, please? It's the emo if you are subscribed to Titan Esports. Help a brother out. The Bandus is probably dead here, I would think, and that's the power of Pantheon Malzahar. You legitimately just CC lock somebody to death with absolutely no skill involved. It doesn't even matter. You just point click, hits a button.
Yep, and he had to blow his flash the last time he did that, so he had no flash this time around. So basically, don't have flash, don't have QSS, you're just dead. No interaction.
Yeah, you have to assume that as Victor, after you get Hex Core, you're probably going to have to buy Q. Because obviously that's too easy for them. This is my personal opinion. UC still sitting at a almost 2k gold lead. Like I said, most of that is CS. Most of their power is in their MS pretty strong CS wise.
The Sivir getting that kill does help, but she's only down about 300 gold now. Mid lane is actually down 800 gold.
I really don't like the MF's build either. Like, I think the MF's going IE first. I think, if I remember correctly, you go...
Fight bottom.
No, Sammy, you're
stop.
done. Nope.
And once again, we ate the MF ult to the grill.
Yes.
Heal
gonna save the flash.
Holy crap.
I'm pretty sure you go Essence Reaver first on MF. I'm not an 80 carry main, but I'm pretty darn sure that's what you built.
You do.
Either way, they killed them. I guess all Zelda ends well. And that lead we were talking about the Sivir being close to even, completely just shifts into the MF's favor.
I mean,
slap, you probably need to start saving Leonar for the MFR every time.
Yeah. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. You have to have something to interrupt the misfortune. Like, if you're gonna use the ult, fine. You have to save Q or E to interrupt the ult. Like, you can't blow your whole kit.
So this means that I just have to down this bottle a little faster.
Little fast.
Yeah, you better start drinking.
All right, I got you guys. I got it. I can do this. I was just so proud of Sammy for leaving lane. I've never really seen
He
Sammy
left
leave
lane, and then that's it. Yep, Sammy
Yeah,
does not
like,
leave lane.
I mean, baby steps.
That
baby
kind
steps.
of support.
It's baby steps.
Boots too.
He got some Moby boots now, so hopefully.
That's just so he can run up and down bot lane a little faster. I love Sammy, and he knows it.
Interesting play here.
Gonna have to flash the hook there. So I gotta re-engage
Yeah,
this?
that's what I was just thinking too. I was like, that was kind of a waste of flash.
Okay,
Leona
now they just
coming
need to
in.
get
He has
out.
no flash.
Ouch.
He's dead.
They have Leona R.
He has no
Sammy,
flash.
why are you jumping into the fight though? You just Leona R and run away. Sammy. Once again, very disjointed on the side of UC. Sivir's just gonna run there, and then Sammy goes all in.
Yep.
Good gank by the Zac. Ideally would have wanted to give that to the Wukong, but that's fine.
Mordecai just went through the bounce house right there.
Yeah, Mordecai's
Up
one.
and down, up and down.
That is first tower for MF.
Oh, it looks like they're also. Ooh, and he's gonna gank mid. Oh, come on, kill him, kill him, kill him. Come on, kill him, kill him.
Flash.
Oh, it's
Demandus
so
has
close.
flash
Gonna
here.
make it. Yep.
You got it. Oh, no! He autos the
The
mid.
minion!
You feel bad, man. You feel
Oh, we've all been
bad.
there.
Oh no, that doesn't feel good.
Flash to cue the minion.
That's a feels bad, man.
Not only that, you blow your flash and you're taking turret shots, and now you have to leave lane. You're already down 30 CS. Like, that's just disastrous play, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was pretty disastrous.
We have a TP here.
Yeah, Wukong is not messing around here. They really want second Rift Herald. Hopefully they get some use out of it.
It's close to
No,
resetting.
no. Go. Oh, thank God. Alright, now they're all gonna
That's gonna
die
pick
for
it
it,
up.
though. Run. Just run, my little babies. Run.
I don't think you blow your flash there. You're gonna die either anyway.
You don't have TP.
Yeah, I think you just
Walk out here. Zac did pick up the rift.
Mm-hmm.
They lose Q for it. They most likely are gonna lose top tower for it.
Oh, somebody's messaging me. This is not gonna be fun. Alright, let's do this. I got you. Phone, work.
Very interesting
I think-
enough. I'm assuming this is going to be a tower dive on Dempsey. If you're Dempsey, you probably just get to help.
Yeah, Leona's roaming up here, but
Leona's roaming up. Maybe you can stay now. It's a little
I think
greedy,
he's back
though. That is second turret down for NGC. NGC has a pretty comfortable gold lead of almost 4K.
Ult mid here.
Demandus gets ulted. He's on the wrong side of the tower. He does not have his flash up. Pong's just hanging out.
Yeah, he's gonna die for that
Pong throws
one.
his boomerang backward. What the hell am I watching?
Here comes Misfortune ult.
Okay, Misfortune ults. They do get out of it. They play that pretty well.
I was
They
gonna say,
do-
Misfortune, I'll only actually caught out one of them right now.
Yeah.
Here.
ends
Oh,
up
the
being
bounce!
It ends up being a 4 for 2 overall.
Spell shield, you gotta spell shield that. All of a sudden, Misfortune has 5 kills.
Yep, Misfortune all of a sudden. Remember how we said that they couldn't snowball the early game for UC to win? Guess what they're doing?
Yeah, it went from a 300 gold lead to a 3,000 gold lead almost.
And you have to feel kind of bad here too. Like Dempsey's 2-0 even in CS, and legitimately his team's losing the game. That does suck. We've all been there. Sammy 2-slap is 0-5. Ooh. I get it. Leona's very you dive in, you kind of can't dive out champion. But taking some questionable fights, not saving ult for the MF ult at all. Like I haven't seen him interrupt one MF
No
ult.
respect for the Misfortune.
Yeah, no respect for the MF ult whatsoever. Absolute monster CS leads too in the mid lane. They do use Rift here. They're gonna get some more gold back. They get first tower, then they probably get a charge off the second. They're going to contest the dragon. Doesn't make a lot of sense here because the dragon's, you gotta expect the dragon's already basically down.
You don't have Wukong either. Like, is that 5v4?
Yeah, you don't have Wukong. Like, once again, UC just really disjointed on what they want to do there. I think the plan is there, you just take mid tower, you escort the Rift to the second turret, and maybe take the second turret.
Yeah, they dropped Rift Herald there on a tower that's already basically dead, just to go contest the dragon that's already gone.
Without your strongest member, who's the Wukong, like, honestly, I have no idea what's going on shot calling for UC's department. Dempsey trying to make a play, has to do something. Dempsey does not make it out of there. Everyone dies. Like, Dempsey's trying to make a play there. You can understand what's going on, but very disjointed all around from
7,000
UC.
gold, trying to make something happen. Like, they're, you're hoping they're staggering their backs a little bit, so he goes in and tries to kill the Misfortune. Fortunately, there's not much follow-up. And things are getting out of hand very quickly.
Agreed.
Corky, drink faster.
Yeah, Corky, you might want to chug that.
Well, Solar has been messaging me, and he is very worried that if I chug it, I'm gonna throw up. So he has been very concerned about my health as I drink
Solar
this
seems
bottle.
like such a nice guy.
Wow.
He does. He seems like such a nice guy.
This is playoffs, is quarterfinals. So it'd probably be hard to find a team to coach as of right now. The next season does start late in May. So I would just post in the Discord that you're looking to coach a team for next season, and I'm sure somebody will talk to you.
Yes, I think May 24th.
I am still looking for shoutcasters and streamers because I would really like to get out of Mondays.
Corky just basically doesn't want to do anything is the moral of the story, but, it's okay.
Moral of the story is I like being manager. I like having minions. You want to be my minion?
If you're
interested
in coaching teams, I'm sure there's teams that will need coaching. It's a pretty good job.
Yes, and if you're interested in being my minion, totally message me. I will love to have you.
Corky threw it down there. Alright, so interesting enough, the MF should die. Wukong is pretty strong. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Interrupts the MF. Dempsey needs to get out of there, though. Yeah. Like, Dempsey needed the extra gold there. Another good try at a pick here from Kappa Crusader does stopwatch. Victor gets caught here. They re-engage.
Oh, no.
Come on, they could kill him. Come on, kill it, kill the Dilly Dilly.
Dilly Dilly does die here. Sammy re-engages on top of this, instantly dies.
All right,
the Sivir tries the melee range.
Oh, he's so close.
I think they do kill the Mord.
Yes.
The Zac does come back alive because of Pat, I think, does take this fight, but nobody goes with him. Wow! Okay.
Word.
This game turned into a clusterfuck, Twitch chat. Victor is just a thresh hook magnet this game. This Pantheon is 8-0.
Yep. You know what helps your champion from falling off? 8 kills.
Yeah, 8 kills. That definitely helps your champion from falling off. Agreed.
Got drag coming up in about 30 seconds here. Looks like they're just going to kind of posture around there for now.
Interesting enough,
Sammy
Two Slap walking into this. Hopefully he saves his ult for the MF ult. Oh my god.
Stone Blade down.
Once again, we're bush checking without your top laner. Strong. Your top laner has TP, and it was not called. So the question I have there is, why are you even there? There's no reason to even be there if you're not going to contest Dragon, because you're not going to put your top laner down anyways. Once again, showing their problems, being that they absolutely are not on the same page whatsoever.
No, their macro is non-existent when they're
Alright.
behind.
They have to make this last another 5 minutes.
5 minutes, heard.
5 minutes. I can do it in 5 minutes.
I will say, I think, like I said, I do like the scaling on UC's side. The problem is, I don't think you're gonna get there. Victor is really far down. Like, he has Ludens, he has Hexcore. I'm assuming he's probably building Lichbane next. I'm not 100% sure what the next build's gonna be for Victor. Your Wukong has Bork and Triforce. Interesting. Good ult by Wukong. He does pull the flash out of the Misfortune. Should kill the. We have TPs coming in. MF gets a free ult on top of the Wukong because we did not save
most of their damage
to stop it.
Oh, kill the big
They
guy.
are in death
That
realm.
thing- yeah, that thing.
UC played that actually pretty well, to be honest.
Alright, Pantheon's getting a little high. Just
Yeah,
pull
one for one
him.
trade there.
Get him. Nautilus, get him. Oh wait, he's not Nautilus. Damn it. Alright.
Yeah, Thresh is down as well, so actually 1 for 2 trade. So you're gonna have to back
Yeah,
off.
one for
Just
two
a
trade.
little
Like,
bit.
overall, UC's winning these trades back and forth. Once again, as me and Matt has said, like, you have to save your CC to interrupt the MF ult. You can also interrupt the Malzahar ultimate. If you do either of that there, you save Dempsey's life. So just like small micro mistakes. But UC is getting picks back and forth. So I have to give them a little credit there when you're down this much gold. They do get the tower too. And it cuts it down to a 4K gold lead. Or almost 5K gold.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what you're looking for. Like, some of those plays are low probability, but when you get 2 kills, you know, you're winning those trades. That was really great initialization by the Wukong there too.
Yeah, the
Because
Wukong
that
played that
maybe
really
just
well.
the
Does
ult.
blow the MF flash.
Yep.
Obviously MF flash is down, which means that she should be able to, you know what I mean, kill the MF next time. Really want to see Sammy 2Slap really layer his CC a little bit better to more use it to interrupt stuff. You have the Zac to start fights. You don't really need the Leona to start fights. And Demand is just getting caught out. Like, you gotta have vision control if you're gonna be that far. Wukong, just trying to get as much gold as he can possibly get for his team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you want to be doing as Wukong right now. Use your advantage, try and split push. Like,
they are on the
that man
Baron.
is dead. You can't contest
He
it.
does
Just push
not
bottom.
know that they're on Baron.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
making the
I
right
think-
call. Push mid, push bottom. You're giving this Baron up anyways.
And there's a good chance they take the tower here. Like, that Baron's not going down the fastest at
It
the
is
moment. MF ults the Baron.
What?
Alright.
the hell
What
am
did I just
watching?
watch?
That was. Okay, I might be iron, but that's not. what
Porky's
you're
Iron
supposed to
Analyst
do.
said, don't ult the Baron. Okay, confused. Alright.
I'm very
guess he
confused.
really wanted the Baron.
Literally not making it go down any faster, to be honest.
Alright,
That's what I was-
interesting bush camp, actually, by, UC. Little greedy here, to be honest. Maybe they take
Doing it.
this? They do
Doing
take it.
Yeah, TP coming in too.
TP from Demandus, too. They're taking this.
That's 2 kills.
What is
Holy
going on
moly,
in this
guys, What
game?
we got going on here?
Like, UC with the comeback play, like...
Corky, prep that second bottle.
Damn it, because I am just now finishing the first one. I have to prep a second.
Oh no, Pong gets hit. Spell
Gonna
shield's a little
heal.
late. Randomly heals.
Do it again. Do it again. It worked the first time. Obviously, it's gonna work a second time.
You know what would have been nice there? MF ulti. Like,
Maybe.
Alex Drew, man.
Oh no, but she needed to do the Baron, so it just made sense. It's
Alex-
just like,
Okay, so MF also has Phantom Dancer, and now it's building Lethality.
I don't know.
Interesting fight here. You got to interrupt the MF
Fortune
ulti
And then
here.
get full channel.
Definitely don't want to let them full channel this for no reason.
I mean, they can full
Wukong
channel it
with
as long as
these
nothing.
fights now.
No, help demand is
Good
help
play by
demand.
Demandus.
Yeah.
Where's Dempsey? Oh, there he is. There he is.
Pog,
Oh,
it's your
ouch.
time. It's your time, Pog.
Pog, it's time for the cleans, boy.
I don't know who's in there. Oh, Zach's in there.
That is
down.
most likely Infernal Soul for.
Yeah, I don't think you can test this.
Yeah.
You don't have a jungler. Just give it up. Walk away.
Well, it's a good thing I finished the bottle.
Pong is quietly having a very good game. Pong still needs IE. So he is a little far off. He's not CSing well, but he does have 5 kills and 7 assists. It really needs IE to pick the game up. Dempsey quietly is quite strong. Sammy 2-Slap just not having a fun game. Like 0-8, just not having fun. Not saving his ultimate for to interrupt the MF ulti channel.
At this point, let Zach engage. Your job is literally all
Gotta interrupt this kind of stuff. Like, what are we doing here?
His Malzahar ult down.
That is Malzahar ult down. You are right. So that's worth its weight in gold.
Misfortune's still holding her ult here. Mordekaiser also has his ult available.
Well, guys, it's okay because the bottle's gone. I brought a stopper down here
alright,
for
boys.
no reason.
Sammy 2-Slap does interrupt the MF ulti this time. That is exactly what you want to do with this comp, is just layer everything.
FTP coming in, they need to respect TP. They need to respect TP.
Yeah, gotta respect the TP here. They do kill him. This is exactly what UC's comp is built to do. You gotta be ready for MF, for Mordekaiser to come out of this. They should kill the Mordekaiser.
Yeah. Have a minion wave here, they're trying to kite it out.
Gotta dodge that as Demandus, though.
Yeah, I think you just have to back off now.
They could probably win this. Yeah, Pong's pretty strong.
What is it? 3v5?
Good kiting there, good kiting.
That is exactly what UC Comp wants to do, though. They want to just chain it. Sammy 2-Slap does interrupt the MF ulti that time. Like, huge. Actually plays that correctly. And that's exactly what you...
huge, too. Like, it just completely melted them.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do as UC. You want to just chain everything together and then just blow them up. The questionable play was, I'm a little confused how the Mordekaiser still was able to kill somebody. He is 3 and 8. He's not that strong. Demandus just really has to dodge the E there, to be honest. I think they should have killed him. A little confusing there, but all in all, win for UC there.
In hindsight, you just completely back down the lane. It's kind of like you're getting some help. I mean, it's okay. Like, they go 1 for 1. They get his TP. Like, I think it's good.
And they did kill most of the rest.
Right,
so
right.
It is fine. It is fine. But still, Baron is the objective, obviously, at this point. Pantheon is slowly starting to fall off. He is basically just a tank start Arbot at this point.
He's going completely tanky now.
He has Stone Plate and all that stuff. Demandus did go Rabadons. Would have liked to see Lichbane personally, but that's fine. Maybe he goes Lichbane next. Probably, they don't have a lot of MR, besides they don't really have a lot of MR, period. So, that's good. The MF went Edge of Night. Interesting.
Yeah, Baron up in about 15 seconds. Elder is 2.5 minutes away here. I mean, UC's always in this game with Elder on the map. Like, if you get Elder, I feel like you still are able to just win this game.
Oh yeah, if you get Elder, you just win the game. Well, Elder's stupid. I do think that they have to push out lanes and contest the Baron, most likely. If you're NGC, maybe you're trying to set up a bush camp here or something.
I don't think the Baron here is end all. Like, you can try and push him off, or you try and get a pick.
Yeah, NGC setting up a bush camp.
Yeah, this is gonna be problematic for UC.
You have to just blue ward the bush right now.
Alright, you see they're not there, you have to back off.
Yep, you just back off. And that's perfect. You played that well.
Yep.
Yeah, the fact that AD carries don't... I think Pong has blue trinket. I could be wrong. I can't tell. They do start it here. They're just going to rush mid and top lane. This is a very greedy trade from
Bottom
UC.
lane, not top.
This is a very greedy trade from UC, but I
I'm
think it's
okay
worth
with
if you
it.
get
I'm
double
okay with
inhibs.
it, yeah.
Yeah, if you get double inhibs, I think this is worth because the prize isn't
they're
Baron. The
TPing as
prize
well.
is Elder Dragon.
Yes, I'm completely good with that trade. I actually think UC makes the perfect call there.
Pantheon
Oh,
being
man.
hyper greedy here. Okay, he goes to mid lane. Yeah, I
I
think
was
the
looking
prize
for
here
it. Where's
is.
he going?
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good trade by UC because the prize isn't Baron. The prize is Elder Dragon.
Yes.
You have double inhibs down. You
Oh,
bush
they're gonna
camp
try
here.
and get a pick behind them, yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get this pick. If you
Malzahar
kill
here?
them- Yeah, if you kill the Malzahar, this is problematic for them. They give up on the thing. They're just gonna
Here we
push
go.
down mid lane, and GC is.
But they're a little bit slow on this. I should have got the Malzahar as back. Yeah, now they walk over war. They know they're here. Now they're in trouble.
All right, let's see if they combo down. MF does get ulti off. It's
Oh,
interrupted by
man.
Sammy 2 slap.
It's too late though.
Yeah.
Got most of that channel down.
Oh my
That
god.
is
3,
most likely
4.
game. They have Baron buff still.
4.
Yeah, hopefully they don't chase Dempsey too long. Like, you just go to end the game here. Dempsey is pretty strong, and they have some low members, but I'm pretty sure this is GG. If you're NGC, you're just trying to end the game. Bot lane is pushing in with supers here.
I don't think it matters. They have Baron buff. Yeah, just win the game, in my opinion.
Yeah. I gotta say, UC played this much better than they played game one.
Yeah.
If they would have just made a little, like, understood how to cancel the MF ulti earlier in the game, it would have been a much closer game. Like, I feel like they picked up on that really late.
I think the biggest mistake here was they had when NGC got the Baron buff, if they put a ward in the lane, they see the Malzahar's trailing his entire team. They're right there in the bush. They just don't realize that Malzahar's walking down the lane. Like, they get the Malzahar pick there. It's a 5v4 with the Elder coming up. The minions are pushing into NGC's base. Like, NGC has to respond to that. But instead, they push up. They kind of get. I think they panicked a little bit. They saw NGC just running it down mid. So they're just trying to flank them. They walk over a pink ward, and NGC immediately knows where they're at. Like,
or in that situation, if you're not going to take the Malzahar pick, like, just back.
Yeah, you gotta just back there. Yeah,
You just back and you just set up your defense.
Yep.
And you wait for a super minion's bot lane to push in because, like, them getting caught in the corridor, they ate almost a full MF ulti.
On the wrong
You
side of the map.
cannot eat an MF ulti like that. You're just going to die.
Hey, I have a
Yes.
quick question.
What's the question?
What are these called? Splits? Like spring split, summer
Yes.
split? Okay, thank you. Continue.
Okay. Looking at damage charts, Victor does 36k, Wukong does 22. The Pong had a lot of like his KDA wasn't bad. He did 17k damage, which is okay. The MF honestly just got to channel full MF ultis though. Like, that's where
Yeah, the
most of
MF
her damage is coming from.
We're big.
Like, I do not like the MF build whatsoever. But I definitely think that that's questionable. Can we swap to the other game? Let's see where they're at. I'm sure me and Matt are on
we can,
anyways.
They're-
Yeah, let's see where they're at.
I'm
I
here.
can set up something real quick for the stream. You're
Yeah,
to another game.
we don't have to make it anything crazy.
I'm sorry. It was just because when we got out of that game, all of a sudden YouTube popped up and said, "Hey, your upload is done, and what do you want to call it?" And I'm like, "Damn it,
Perfect.
was
Are
it
you-
split?"
Are you still in stream chat?
I'll message him in Discord.
Oh yeah, MVP for the game. I'm gonna say, looking at what I would probably say, Cackle struggled game one. I would probably say Alex Drew. He did have a good game both games.
Yeah, I think
Dilly
he is.
dilly.
I think the MF ulti on the Baron is something I'm never gonna forget. So you got me there. You got me there. Are they
That was
going or are
good.
they in game 2? Perfect. Because if they're going into game 2, invite us. But yeah, if I had to pick an MVP, okay, invite us to Globby. Perfect. We'll switch and stream it. I will say that Alex Drew, I would definitely say, would be the MVP of the series. I think he played quite well. Like I said, the MF ulti on Baron was something else. I'll never forget that. But short to last, that's who I would give thing. it too.
Alex,
For unknown,
Drew?
for Not Greedy Corp, they move on. They will either
Alex,
play
Drew.
Baka Preschool or Interlogic. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that one yet. For unknown challengers, good try. Yeah, you went down fighting. I got to give you all the credit in the world for that one. You did lose the game, but you tried your best, and I'll give you that. For UC, I hope to see you back next season, or at least some of you back next season. Good luck with your future endeavors. I think Perfect is supposed to be giving us an invite to the game. I'm a little confused at what's going on here. Invite on the way. Heard that.
We are going to take a quick break then when we switch over everything to the other series that's going on right now. We'll be going into game 2, I believe, and we'll get all the information for you, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Lobby
All right, and you will all be finish the bot.
Woohoo! Alright, I gotta run the back.